If I shrank you down to the size of an ant and dropped you into their world, you probably wouldn't last 10 minutes. Underground cities stretching for miles, warriors with jaws like swords, invisible highways filled with workers carrying food 10 times their weight. You'd be surrounded, outnumbered, and completely overwhelmed. But ants don't just survive in this harsh world, they thrive. They've mastered farming, warfare, and teamwork in ways we humans are still trying to figure out. So, what makes these tiny creatures some of the most powerful animals on Earth? They don't exist as individuals the way we think of ourselves. Instead, they form a kind of superorganism. The queen serves as the heart of the colony, tirelessly laying thousands of eggs to ensure its survival, while the workers act as the muscles, building complex tunnel networks, foraging for food, and caring for young. Soldiers, with their powerful jaws and stingers, are the weapons, ever ready to defend their home. Together, these roles create colonies that can number in the millions, cities hidden just beneath our feet, organized with an efficiency that often outshines human society. What makes them even more extraordinary is how they communicate. Ants don't need words or sounds. Instead, they speak through chemicals called pheromones. One ant discovers a food source and lays a trail back to the nest, leaving an invisible scent line. Soon, more ants follow, reinforcing the trail, until it becomes a bustling highway of life. With these signals, they can warn of predators, call for reinforcements, or even mark invisible boundaries around their territory. It's like they invented their own internet, a system of instant information exchange, millions of years before humans thought of Wi-Fi. And while many creatures merely survive, ants innovate. Leafcutter ants, for example, are farmers. They cut fresh leaves and carry them with incredible strength back to their underground chambers, not to eat directly, but to use as fertilizer to cultivate fungus, their true food. Other ants are ranchers. They protect tiny insects called aphids, keeping them safe from predators. And in return, they harvest a sweet liquid called honeydew. It is agriculture, animal husbandry, and trade, practiced long before humanity ever planted seeds. But life in the ant world is not only about farming and teamwork. It is also about war. Army ants of Central and South America march in terrifying columns, sometimes hundreds of thousands strong, sweeping across the forest floor like a living flood. Nothing can stand in their path. Spiders, scorpions, even small birds can fall victim to their relentless swarm. Other species have developed equally ruthless strategies. Some are raiders that invade rival nests, steal the pupae, and raise the stolen young as slaves, forcing them to serve the colony that kidnapped them. Wars between colonies can involve millions of ants, with battlefields stretching across the soil, fought with a level of discipline and sacrifice that rivals the greatest human armies. And ants don't just shape their own world, they influence ours too. Fire ants, for example, have spread across continents, their painful stings and destructive nests causing billions of dollars in damages to agriculture and infrastructure. Yet, not all interactions are harmful. In some regions, farmers use weaver ants as natural pest control, a method so effective it's been practiced for centuries. Beyond agriculture, even our technology has been shaped by ants. Scientists study the way ants optimize their foraging trails and apply these principles to design algorithms for computer networks, traffic flow, and even GPS systems. Every time you navigate a city without getting lost, you might be unknowingly following strategies borrowed from ant colonies. Think about that. The tiny insect you flick off your desk could hold solutions to some of humanity's biggest challenges. So next time you see an ant crawling across your kitchen floor, pause before dismissing it as just a pest. What you're really seeing is a glimpse into a civilization tens of millions of years old, one that has mastered communication, teamwork, war, and farming on a scale we are only beginning to understand. Ants have thrived for over 100 million years, surviving mass extinctions, adapting to every continent except Antarctica, and flourishing in environments that would crush many other creatures. Perhaps the greatest lesson they can teach us is that true power doesn't always come from size. It comes from unity, from working together toward a shared purpose. And in that sense, ants may be the smallest yet most powerful reminder that cooperation can build civilizations that last for millions of years.